and more serious. So they probably will take you more seriously if you are tall, if you leverage your height in the right way. But like I said, I think this is just the way the world is. Some people have certain talents. Some people have things that other people don't, and there are a lot of things that I don't have that I wish I did have, but I
That
can't.
what?
Okay, this might sound bad, but I have ADHD, right? I used to wish that I didn't have it. I wish I had the ability to genuinely focus the way other people in my school did. My teachers would be like, they'd move me away from other kids, and they'd be like, you have to sit here with us. You can't talk to them because I'm a distraction in a way, and I struggle to focus. I move around. I fidget. I wish I just didn't have that. I wish I could just be normal. But not anymore. But if I didn't have that, it'd make my life so much easier.
No, I get you.
There are good things that come out of it, but there are also just the negatives.
I can, but no, like, I'm not trying to criticize you or anything, like,
Yeah.
but I can already, like, imagine the comments, like, when I clip this up, and
Yeah.
somebody's gonna be like, this guy is 6'5" and he's talking about ADHD.
I already know. This guy's 6'5" and he's trying to make himself the victim. Yeah. And imagine when I walked into that party, the first thing, there's one guy I didn't know. He was like, "Oh, I already know you're greedy." Yeah, greedy guy. I didn't know him. What do you mean? I'm just here to have a fun time. I'm gonna go home. What do you mean?
I think, do you know what it is?
Yeah.
There's a lot of, like, do you know what it is, like, especially when you go through social media and like, I think as a man, being tall is like, it's like you were blessed or kind of thing. So like, the perception of tall men is mad. Have you ever seen the balloon popping thing?
Yeah, I have.
The 20v1
21,
balloon
all
pop.
that sort of thing. Yeah.
And it will be like, some woman, she'll pop a balloon on a guy who's like 6'5" and be like, "Oh, you're not tall enough for me." So what about all these guys that are like 6 foot and below? They're not even coming on the show kind of thing.
Yeah, they don't qualify
Yeah.
beforehand. They didn't even get a chance.
They don't even get a chance, and this person's like 6'5" being told they're too short. Man, so I think that perception around height and that kind of thing, I think that's such an interesting thing, and I think it's very true in this world,
Yeah.
the one that we live right now.
I think the world is a little bit superficial when it comes to your appearance, height. I think ever since the social media era began to take...
No, I
hold
think
of-
even before that, probably a long time before that, social media's only made it worse than what it already is.
Yeah, but like that's just taken it to a new level, I feel like. Not even just height, but your appearance. It's never been more important to look good or to, take care of how you look. I know it's always been important, but because you get so much value out of how you look, because people want to look a certain way now. People want to impress everyone. I think people live for other people more than ever. So when you are perceived to be attractive, you're on a different echelon when it comes to the way people treat you just off of first meeting, because this is different if you've known people for a while. Let's say you're a weirdo, but you happen to look like, I don't know, a model, then it's not going to work. I just noticed these things. I never wanted to be one of those guys who was like, looks is everything. But I've seen it.
No, I heard that. Well, in what other ways have you taken advantage of?
For being tall.
Yeah.
Other than sport and, like, for example, I don't know, with women. And I guess I've taken advantage with the modeling thing, because I've tried to join other agencies before, and I'm part of the We Create UOL.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
They had some modeling thing going on. I joined that, but other than that, I'm trying to think of other aspects that I could leverage that. I don't know. Where do you think I would? Or where do you think I should?
I think when you want to seek out opportunities, especially with different people, I don't know, networking, business, I think setting that first impression.
Yeah.
People will, there's an allure around height, especially now. I think, say you're in a conference, say you're in an event, I think when people see their person like you, they'll be intrigued, they'll be more open. Maybe that could be one way, for instance. Obviously, meeting women, for example, that you'll benefit from that. Take, for example, like, because of our culture, we see leaders, like, you say height is associated with masculinity.